Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of Halos in the Infield, a post-game show on the only post-game show network that actually gives you the realism, the realistic takes from an Angels win or a loss or a rainout. We talk about it all here on Halos in the Infield, so like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and also give a thumbs up here and tell a friend about our little shindig that we do on a nightly basis, win or lose. So with that being said, I got a couple announcements real quick to get out of the way before we talk about a sweep. Yes, a sweep. But first, I want to say I'm going to put the link out tomorrow. There's a grand opening party on the 22nd of this month at Mezzo's, to where you and your loved ones can come down, or friends, and can talk about and hang out with us and the Angels as they take on the Dodgers from the Ravine. But we will be doing a watch party there, and also we will be able to, grand open the place. We're going to be grand. They're going to be doing the grand opening. I can't even speak right now. I've got 1,000 things on my mind. Sorry, but grand opening at Mezzo's on the 22nd. You're all welcome to come down. There'll be RSVPs for seats and everything else like that. So discounted food there. It's going to be amazing. So hopefully you and your loved ones can come out there, or friends, and chill and have a good time with us and watch the Angels hopefully beat the Doyers on that night. So with that being said, there's only one thing we play when they win. There's also one thing that happens when you win, or when you win a series, let alone a sweep. Something happens.
Wow, winning.
Exactly. We win and we get a sweep, and there you go. And that's 3 in a row. Can you believe it? I mean, that's called a winning streak, and I didn't think we'd get to this one another time this season.
Thank you, guys. Let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. If we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak.
And about tonight's game, with getting that winning streak and getting that sweep, Soriano pitched 6 innings, another quality start from the starting rotation. It's been almost like a consistent thing where we don't have pitchers like going 3 or 4 innings and then having to rely on the bullpen. For the most part, I'd say 85% of the time this year, the Angels have been putting in some pretty good performances. And 6 innings for Soriano, just 2 runs, 6 hits. He didn't have many walks, which allowed him to go deeper into the game. He still only threw 85 pitches. but he got the job done, and the Angels got him a lead early. You know, Shonawell goes deep with a home run, his only hit of the game, and then Zach Neto's 3-run homer later in the second inning was the difference. That's it. 3 runs, and then they were coasting the rest of the way, not doing much on offense because they only finished with 6 hits. But Dylan Cease, he struggled a little bit. It could have been the mustache, but he's always pitched for that mustache. He takes the loss going to 5-5. He pitched 6 innings. 3 runs, 4 hits. He had the 6 strikeouts, and he too only had the 1 walk. And then Matt Moore came in the 9th inning and got the save. You also had Ben Joyce pitching a pretty good 8th inning. It was good to see him in a high-pressure situation come through, as a young kid has got to learn on the fly, and he did tonight. Moore only threw 7 pitches in that 9th inning, by the way. Ben Joyce threw 17, 13 of which were strikes. Adam Simber gave in a nice 7th inning. 12 pitches that were strikes out of 18. So again, if you're getting that kind of ratio, that's good news for your pitching. Now the hitting, on the other hand, again, they had 7 strikeouts, and against the Padres as a whole, you had 4 strikeouts in the game 1, you had 2 in last night's win, and you had 7 in this one. So that, if you know your math, that gives you 13 strikeouts in 3 games. How many times this season have we seen the Angels do 13 or more in 1 game, let alone a series? So it's good, the fact that they're kind of ramping down on the strikeouts. You're still having guys who can't hit, Paris being one of them. You got Adele up there going 0 for 3. He's dipped down to 198. O'Hoppy's got his average up a little bit with the 2 hits, but Pilar went 0 for today. Well, I'm not really going to count that. The Dong went 0 for 3. Taylor Ward's doing his normal disappearing act. He's a magician. He's 0 for 3 again. Renifo at least got a hit, and that's all that you can ask for. And you got Shonawell with a leadoff homer. So because of the sweep, the Angels pull within 10.5 games, and that's hilarious to even think about because, again, 10.5 games is a lot to come back from, no matter who or what kind of team you got. And this team is just, again, you just take the good with the bad and you play for tomorrow, and that's about it. You don't plan too far ahead because you don't know what's going to happen. And that's the way things go. And, well, that's the way this team is right now. You can't ever tell also what they're going to be on certain nights, whether it's a weekend series, a night series, whatever. The Angels are just so Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Google it if you're too young to understand that reference. But the Angels, with the sweep, improved their record to 11 games under 500 at home and get their record back to within 14 games of 500 at 24-38. Padres are 32-33. They dip below 500 again. And I swear to God, I saw a version of me in a Padres fan just going off on Instagram. One of our fans sent it to me. I believe it was you two. He sent it to me of a guy just ripping that. I mean, I was like, do I sound like that? Because last year, ripping Squid, ripping Nevin, ripping the organization, I yelled pretty loud into these goddamn microphones, and it's a miracle that I didn't blow one of them out. But that guy was doing like a Instagram short video, and he was just going off on the Padres, saying, how can you lose to the loser-ass Angels? They're the worst team in baseball, blah, 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 blah. And I thought it was hilarious, though. And I'm like, man, people probably laugh at me when I go off like that, but it is what it is. And the Angels do get the victory tonight, get the sweep, and I bet you that dude, and he was yelling, bitching, and moaning after 2 games. This is game 3 of the sweep. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that dude is in no good mood. So let's talk about the award winners tonight. The John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field, Best Performance, I'm going to give it to Zach Neto. And Zach Neto's home run proved to be the difference in the second inning with a 2-run shot. He had 2 hits tonight. And again, I want to see his average closer to 300. I think he's that type of dude. I think he's a 280 or above. That's where he should be, a little bit more patient in the box. He's a little bit too rattled, falls for the sliders a lot, but we're going to focus on the positive because last night's big double was huge in the game winner for beating the Padres. And then tonight with a 2-run homer, he's showing you what he can do. And when he's doing the whole little thing like that, whether it's milking, driving, I don't care. If you're winning, that breeds, more excitement, that gets other players to want to hit in the clutch and do things of that nature and produce. So everything that he's doing right now, he's being a leader without being a leader or being the leader. So I want to see him. I like I said last year when he came up, got to talk with him personally, kind of get where his moxie's coming from and how he can be something better. And he has these expectations. No doubt, I think he'll get there. And I said it last year, and Fernando agreed, and a few others, that he's going to have, if we ever get a C for our logo, he's going to be captain, El Capitan of the Angels. And I would love to see that, because he's the type of dude that reminds me a lot of a Darren Erstad. Darren Erstad was the official leader of this clubhouse for many years, because his true grit, the way he played on the field, he was a silent leader, but he also stood up and said things when it was time. Now, we always get on Trout for not saying things, and you could say, well, how can you be like that with Erstad? Erstad did speak up, and he did flip tables and chairs, and we found that out after the fact. Obviously, social media wasn't around, and they weren't on the Angels back then as they are now, where you can find out just about everything that happens within a few hours, or even less than that when it happened even. So Mike Trout has to be that, and maybe the guard is going to be changed, and maybe Mike Trout never gets to that level that we all wanted him to be. Maybe it's the Zach Nettos. Maybe it's quiet-ass Shonawell. Who knows? But I like what I'm seeing out of him, because I thought that he'd have a bit of a sophomore slump, which he did. But if Neto finishes his season red hot and showing his capabilities, he's going to set himself up for a fine 2025. So he gets your golden Stamos. Let's see who gets the Nacho Night Award.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. I still think, if you look at it right now, the Padres only had one strikeout all night. And you can't blame this one on Cease. I think he settled in, pitched good. I'm not going to pick a pitcher to get the Nacho Night Award, but I'm going to throw it over to a guy who I can't stand right now. This is his opportunity. I can even brush aside Joe Adell and say, hey, he's played good defense lately. He hasn't been really getting thrown out on the bases. He's had a couple big clutch hits. Yes, he hasn't always come through. Yes, his average has been dumping. But I'm going to give this one to Taylor Ward. 0 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts. Yes, he did get on base with a walk, but his at-bats are lazy as hell, just like his outfielding. I'm not blown away. This is a guy, literally, that if you or me are in this situation and we're valued by this franchise as being a good number 3, 4 option in that lineup, this is your time to shine, bro. This is your time to take the bull by the horns and say, I'm the leader, at least in the box. Okay, noodle arm or not. I need to show off. I need to show up. I need to increase my value for contract time, or just show that I can be that guy that's on the banner in center, in the front of the stadium. Maybe I want to be that guy to lead this team when their fallen heroes are gone, like freaking Ohtani, or Trout's injured, or not even number 6 is a hero. But you know what I'm talking about. When players go down, next man up. You want to be the man. To be the man, you have to beat the man. So show up and do stuff. And we thought his April, like a lot of Jekyll and Hyde players on this team, we thought Detmier's April was setting him up for a fantastic season. Boy, did that take a shit last month. Then the same thing with Ward. Ward got off to a great start, was even leading the league with RBIs for a minute. Boy, his May turned into a shit. So he continues his hot and cold, or just his plain cold right now. So again, there wasn't this outpouring or just a real bad performance tonight, but I'm going to point the finger. This is more of a point the finger award, as far as a bad one of Nachos, to Taylor Ward. I've seen this song and dance too many times. When is he going to rise up and play consistent for the first time in his career? This is why I don't want this guy long term. This is why that if he walks tomorrow, he walks tomorrow. Do not let the door slam on the way, hit you on the way out. I'm just over this guy. And it's nothing to do with him personality-wise. It's just the fact that, bro, you've been in the league long enough. We get on Joe Adell, who did not have the time that this guy, Taylor Ward, did in the minors to switch 3 different positions, mind you, and to also have plenty of opportunities to be a star and to take his time coming up. The Angels showed all kinds of patience with him, but Joe Adell has been rushed through this, and his struggles have been documented over and over. And so that's why I still give him a pass when other people don't, because I feel that at some point, if not with us, if we blow it, he will break out some other team some other year. I can't say the same for Taylor Ward. We could send Taylor Ward to the Yankees or the Blue Jays or whoever that has an awesome offense surrounded by him, and he could be like the number 7 instead of having to be pressured with a number 3 or number 4 at bat. He could be a number 7, number 8 in a lineup, but a real good lineup, and he still would be streaky as fuck and unreliable. That's just my take on him. I'm over Ward. Let's talk about the big dong.
It's a big Calhoun, the golden dome, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's finna be revealed?
Could it be the stiffest competition on the field? Could it be a one Jose Soriano? Well, yes, it is. Again, Jose Soriano has had to deal with a lot. Being jerked around as, oh, we're stretching him out to be a starter. Oh, no, we're going to make him stretch out to be a 3-inning guy. Oh, no, he's going to be a setup guy. Oh, he's back to a 3-inning guy. Maybe he'll be a starter. That was his offseason. That was our organization just, again, digging with another player. Not making a decision and standing firm on it. Just switching it up like the weather. And kudos to my boy Soriano, because all he's done is being super professional about it. Not said one word, not complained, just went out there and has done everything that he's been asked of. And yeah, he had one bad start. But since then, rock on, man. He's been doing his shit and doing it well. And I like what he's given this team. And it's just a shame that we haven't given him more run support, because just like Griffin Canning, even you could throw in, Patrick Sandoval, just like Reed Detmers until he started to suck. Just like all of our pitchers on this staff, Tyler Anderson, you name them. They all should have better records than what they do because of the hitting. Most of these guys have come through, with the exception of Sandoval, on and off times, and then the same thing with Detmers. But most of these guys have pitched to wins. Again, Canning didn't get the freshest of April starts, but it's not like he was getting knocked around, giving him 8-9 runs all the time. So I think Soriano falls into that mold. He is an official Angels pitcher because he pitches his ass off and does not get much run support. But kudos again to the bullpen, who everyone outside of Anaheim says sucks. Yet almost routinely, they're only giving up a 1 run here, a 1 run there per week. Not per game, per week. Look at the numbers from May and into the few days of June. They really have not given up many runs. So it just gets inflated because the times they actually do, it'll be like one of those games where it's like, oh, it's 4-3. Now it's 10-3. Someone will have a brain fart or have a problem. But for the most part, they've been goddamn consistent. So I am proud of the way that they're pitching. I have never knocked that this season. So just certain pitchers at times, but not the staff in general. But one more time, let's get Stukas before we get to the comments. There you go. We got a sweep. Willie leads off with light that baby up. Mateo says, James. And then Mario says, holy Jesus, we swept the team at home. Cue Lombardi, because we actually, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to sweep at home.
What the hell's going on out here?
Exactly. Also, Tyler says, what the fuck Andrew on the podcast called it. Yeah. Also, LV says the big dong, aka the human tripod. We got a winning streak. It's official. I put Stukas on my playlist. There you go. Also, nice win, but everybody relax because the season starts tonight, baby. Off to a great start, 1-0.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
If we take the series versus the Astros, things could get very interesting. I know, but they would be just a lot nicer. By the way, it was Halo Honk Night at the game. It was Halo Honk Night presented to you by AM 830. Saucy says, utterly amazing. We won a series and on the backs of our pitchers, not to be a prick, but why is Paris still playing? I don't know, and that's not a prick comment. He should not be playing. But again, I think we're just waiting for Sano or Stefanik to be ready, and I got to believe he's the first one to go down. I'll be there Friday at the game, LV says. Also, release the honks. Uh-oh, you guys are already getting into the honks. Also, let's see. Please DH Ward. I'm tired of him playing the outfield. Our brother, brother, this guy sucks. Yeah, he does suck, dude. I'm telling you, defensively, he is such a freaking liability.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Tyler says Golden Stamos goes to Moore for that veteran-ass tag in the 9th inning. That was good, but I had to overlook that one. Finally got to see a win and completion of a sweep like that, baby. Yep, the impossible has happened, James Gonzalez says. Also, Taylor Ward playing like he doesn't want to get traded. Yeah, that's pathetic. Wow, they won 3 games in a row. Anna's even proud, and also she's also surprised. Sweep, and the Padres out of town. Oh, yeah. Good experience for Joyce. He looked shaky at first, but then he made it freaking happen. And I think Joyce knows that if he pitches well on this squad, he's going to be up here for quite the time. Ben Joyce threw a great pitch, and it was fire. Also, Angels avoid the sweep by sweeping the Padres. Moore definitely saved that game. See how my friend's graduation party that night, so I can't make it there on Friday, but yeah. Eric says, this is called a winning streak. It sure is. Oscar says, finally a series sweep and the Dodgers losing a series is a good way to end the day. Tell Sleepy Joe and the entire country we are so back right now, and we're back at OG's. The Moore tag was fire. Saucy says, Angels winning 3 in a row at home. It's like a Ouija curse being fulfilled. Ooh, God, I don't even like saying that word, dude. That thing does creep me out. I don't know why the Ouija got cuted, but Anna seems to think so. Also, sweep going to the Friday. Have a great feeling about this Friday, as in continuing the win streak. Also, Marcia is wet for Todd tonight after this sweep. No. Balls, and how sweep it is, because tonight's sweep was very, 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 very
Time
good.
for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
a sweep. Also, LV says that is one hell of a mustache there by Dylan Cease. Joyce throwing some heat. Brian checked in and says, I listened to the post-game show on AM 830. It sounded like we just won the World Series on there. Yeah, because he's like, hey, guys, it's so exciting. Don't worry, Kip Moore. I'm begging him to come back and sing this Friday against the Houston Astros. It would make sense since they wear cowboy hats. Boy, oh boy, this Angels team should start being buyers. Infinite One says the Angels work in mysterious ways. They sure do. Tyler says, I think MLB cursed Adele for a defensive player in May. Yeah, since he got that, forget it. Now imagine if Rendon was healthy, the Angels will be unstoppable. This guy, dude, I mean, how can you actually say that? Also, Tony says, we are the mighty nachos. James says, those blankets are so soft, Q Valley's in. Yeah, they're going to hey, guys, that is made from the finest materials from China. I love those blankets. Also, Mario says, Todd, you are sounding like Trent Rush pointing out the negatives after a sweep. Celebrate the win, bro. I'm trying, but we still have to be real with it, man. We still have to be real with it. 15 minutes away from glory, one loss away from freaking destruction, LOL. Mateo says, man, I don't know what's going on out here, and neither does Lombardi. Also, Tatis was very annoyed with this whole series. Yeah, he was getting it in right field, dude, or I think left field, whatever field he was playing. Winning streak is on for sure. Get your postseason tickets. We ain't going anywhere, but we will get some good teams in it. Also, don't worry, angry Padres, dude. You can go on a Noble and drown your pain in cheap beer. Winning streak, and also Tyler says Ward throws to no one in the outfield. Now let's take a break with Kia. Exactly. LB says, gotta love some Neto milking celebration. I mean, look, it's the drive with Kia or it's milking the cow. I don't know, man. The cow being the pitcher. Don't whine, Padres fans. We hate the Doyers too. We will whoop on your ass for you later this month, Lakers fan Japan says. Also, Leaf says, remember when I said the Blue Jays were the definition of being consistently inconsistent? Turns out I lied. It's actually the Padres who are consistently inconsistent. And that must be frustrating as hell to the Padres fans because it seems like they reloaded after last year's debacle and they do not look any better. My son got some free tickets from Todd's favorite AM 830 guy, Trent Rush. What the hell? Got to see a win and a friggin' sweep. Well, that's good, man. Trent Rush is like, hey, Dan, I want to bring you over to the good side, not the dark side. And Todd, that is one evil clown. You want to root for Angels baseball on AM 830. You want to drive and take a seat with Terry in the faded van. And you also want to go to OG's, where I will personally feed you pizza if you become a Halo honk. Also, Grillmaster says, we're going streaking. I think I still have that one, at least from the old soundboard. I did upload that one not too long ago.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
Let's go. Neto is a better hitter without a big leg kick. He sure is. Balls and winning streak. I can stand behind that all day. Them big old balls with a winning streak because the Angels, they got it.
It's pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Winning streak. Demetrio says Angels have won 3 in a row. Somewhere Big 20 is banging Halle Berry. Damn, I wouldn't go that far. Had some of them helmet nachos. Damn yummy. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Fox. I never said they're not good. I just said they're over fucking priced. Demetrio Big 20 has no idea who that is. That is true. Old ass Halle Berry is still bangable. Ward doesn't like the spotlight. He doesn't like winning either. Drunk Artie is probably pissed off and has to light the baby up 3 times in a row. Also at Tyler, something's going on. The Angels are winning it all. Something's afoot. Also, time to rejoice. Ben is back fireballing. Timmer 20 says Ward's stupid throw almost cost us the game. He's terrible. Balls, and Ward being inconsistent as funk. Let's see. Reminder, everybody, that dude was drafted as a catcher, which should tell you that he has a better arm, but his arm tells you he doesn't. IE says, the fuck what just happened? Did we actually get a fucking sweep of the Padres? Yes, we did. Also, Lakers fan says, no worries about Odell's defense lately. He grew up, knock on wood. Also, Taylor Ward is a liability. Dan says, got my the shirt on today. I will wear it at work tomorrow via Park High School. There you go. My daughter went to the game tonight. I asked her, do you know who you're rooting for? She said, I know Neto and Moniak. Then she told me, it's so sad right now. Everyone is hurt. At least she knows. And Mateo says, you know what? It's time to crack one open right now because there's only one thing you could do. Win or lose, you toast a few.
It's o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer no matter the score. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more. Splits o'clock.
Artie looks determined to get you to spritz. Also, Grillmaster says, Andrew from your podcast episode is having emotional damage. Yeah, he's not too happy. He's not too happy tonight. Also, 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Get your 10% off by putting HITI in the promo code, by the way. Are we in a twilight zone tonight? Finally getting decent pitching, but our offense is lacking. Yes, we are, Mario. Willie says, who's going to take the 5th starter spot? Right now, it is an open door until we find out what's going on and who they're going to call up. They're going to give a couple more guys in the minors a couple more starts before they make that decision. But having 2 off dates in 10 days allows you to go to a 4-man rotation, and that's what they're going to do. Menopi says, I've spritzed my honk. Oh, boy, that is what we call a mess in the industry. Yeah, you're spritzing your honk all over the place. Balls, and apple pie. Okay, that's weird. Let's see. We saw Kyrie Paris doesn't belong on the roster. Did you see him with that rookie mistake in the 8th inning to second when he should have thrown the first? He's done that like 2 or 3 times, bro. He's not that good. Dusty says, I hope we aren't becoming like the Red Sox fans. Pre-Bambino curse reversal. We get excited, get close, and then have our dreams shattered. Well, I just want to see winning baseball again. I don't want to compare our fan base or our franchise to anybody. I just want to see winning baseball again. I just don't want to be like one of these teams that disappears from relevancy for a good 20 years, or at least, I don't want to see that, man. And we're right there. Also, we are going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Bring up Adams right now. Jake also says we need to get MAGA fans out there, make Angels great again. Also, Marcia says it's spritz o'clock after the sweet. Yeah, she's no, we are not going there, Mario. We are just getting started, boys. Tommy Chin says I like that. Also, and girls, Jack Lee says gather your brooms. We swept. Also, Mateo says we have the second easiest schedule from here out, according to Wayne. It doesn't matter, dude. I got to see them do it consistently. And if we're pulling off like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, I'm stoked with that. Hell, right now I'd take 5 out of 10, but you already got 3 in a row. Let's see what they could do the rest of this series. I'd be greatly disappointed if we did not play or get 2 out of 3 from Houston. We got to get Houston. If we go 5-1, that would be freaking amazing. Ward will hit the ball in the corner, and he goes there. Here's a word from Jack in the Box. They don't even talk about the throw. Tony C says, send Mickey to the minors and get rid of Taylor Ward because he is horrible. And yes, you are correct right there. Are you going to the Sunday Netto? Yes, I'll be there, Saucy, for the jersey giveaway. Hope to see you guys there. Also, T. Shane says, what do you think about adding a new award called the Big 20 to the player who just about to get close and deal, but then strikes out at the last minute? Boy, that's going to get me to really pay attention because I'd have to have it'd be one of those awards where the guy, I think T. Shane, I think I know where you're going with this one. It's like Adele works at count 3-0 and then winds up to striking out. So, I mean, that could be the Big 20 award. That's a good idea. I'll talk with the producer to the stars about that one. Silent E says Big Papa, aka Dong Jr., aka Neto strikes again. Nice win tonight, but I can't help but feel like this feeling won't last. And it's probably true, but it's one of those where let's just enjoy it till it goes away. And again, with the roster we've built, there's no doubt it's going to go away. But how fast or how long, who knows? I definitely thought Big 20 would have got laid before the sweep this year. What the hell is going on? Also, Saucy says, Angels, it's not the time to quit. It's time to swing away. Oh, that commercial sucks ass. And Artie's like, I like that commercial. They paid a lot of money, and I'm going to play it. Also, Grillmaster says, I think Stillseth is coming back soon, and he might take that spot. Okay. Let's see. Also, Rally Chris says, now that we're 10.5 games back in the division, 9.5 in the wild card, we're coming back. Season starts. Let's fucking go 3-0. Man, he's doing the honk. He's doing everything.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, look, it's easy to get excited, I guess. It really is when the team's played so bad. Run fast, turn left unless you're going right to Noble L. Also, Marty says an MRI will reveal that Ward has inflammation or a slight tear in his throwing arm. Report filed by the same doctor as Rendon, and he will get a Tommy John like right away. We need the Crispy Socks Award. Also, Tommy Jin says, not going to lie, I'm one of those fans that moved on with Otani, but Heedy, Father Todd does a way better post game than Dodger Nation. Thank you, Tommy Chin. Thank you, sir. And again, you make that move, I can't blame you. If we had a good team and Ohtani left, I'd be a little mad. But the team that we have, it's utterly amazing that we have the fans that we do. And that's no shade on you, Tommy. That's just shade on the organization in general. The fact that we can still get enough fans to at least make it 70 to 80% full on a weekday, no matter if it's the Padres or another team, that's still a testament to how much this fan base loves this team. So, it just breaks my heart to know that, like, if this team was anywhere consistent and had a playoff caliber team where this team's fan base would be enjoying themselves, how hard it would be to get a ticket. It would be very hard to get a ticket. So, Locked On Postgame Show. Oh, you guys just always bait me into that, don't you? Hi, I'm Artie, and welcome to Cox in the Outfield. There you go, right there. So with that being said, we're only 35 minutes in. If you guys want to call 714-598 or 598, I'm talking like a boy right now. I got 2 spritzed apparently. So 598-3221 if you guys want to make a call. If not, I will get to the scores. Because we do have some games. Of course. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's going on, Big 20?
Let's go. We swept the Padres, swept them out of town, sweep them out of town. Oh, yeah. And I have a good feeling about this Friday.
John Stamos choked on me.
On to the weekend on Friday when I'm going against the Astros. Woo! Are you going? You better come. It's going to be, if we win, it's a good start to the series. Weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you being a little quiet because everyone's asleep in the 20 household?
No, I'm super pumped right now that we swept the Padres. Woo! Yeah! I'm so pumped. And my boys are going to win a surf contest this weekend. And a great weekend. And then all my friends are coming back from Cabo from their senior trip. So it's from my friends. And they were like at Cabo. And I'm like, I wish I was there right now partying up with all these hot chicks. Because there's so many hot chicks there right now. They FaceTime me. They're like, holy shit. Yeah.
But could you ever capitalize on that for us?
Like, yeah, I would be dancing with the girls. I would be like, oh yeah, just ride me. Woo! I would be jumping up and down in the club. I'd be like, oh, fuck, because they were playing well.
Stop it. Get some help.
I would be getting hyped up in Cabo. Yeah. I would be dancing out.
Okay, well, one of these days we'll get a very perverted report, and you'll be very happy, right? You're going to be celebrating, probably not being able to be coherent. You're going to be that happy.
No, I'll be like on Instagram Live in Cabo next year, like, I'm graduated. Yeah. It'd be awesome.
Can't wait. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming.
Yeah. Let's go. Woo! Go Angels. Hopefully we continue the momentum on Friday night when I go. And woo! We won. Beat the Astros. Fuck the Astros. Woo! Let's go.
Woo.
Bye.
Oh, jeez.
You serious?
Yeah, apparently he was. So there you go. Mario says, Super Halo Brothers, get your shit together. Yes, they need to get that shit together.
Then get your shit together.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd, it's Marsha.
Oh, come on, man. 2 nights in a row.
Hey, I just wanted to call. I'm so excited about the Angels sweeping the Padres. I haven't been this horny since the John Stamos Award video. This is some good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, and I also wanted to apologize for yesterday, Todd. I know I came out a little strong. Kind of strong-armed you there.
You don't say.
Yeah. And, I totally respect your relationship and all that stuff. Plus, I don't want to hurt your feelings and everything, but I've moved on. I moved on from you, buddy.
Oh, you have?
Oh, this is going to be a platonic relationship from now on, pal.
Oh, you know what? I'm so happy, dude, that you're going to walk away. So.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Sorry, that chewing tobacco is really getting to me. So anyway, what I have been thinking about, I've been hankering for some strange, if you know what I mean. How old is that Big 20?
I think he's legal now. He's 18.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do say, actually.
Sounds good. Hey, Big 20 ever needs the old cherry pop, he knows who to call.
Well, you know what? Those size 17 shoes you wear, I think that would be, you could put your best foot forward and teach him some things. You know what I mean?
How did you know I wore a size 17?
You said it last time.
I did?
Yeah, you sure did.
I shop at Ross. You know that, right? Yeah, I've been looking around since my attention's been veered away from you now, and I've been thinking about giving that old Big 20 a call. See how big that 20 really is.
you know he surfs, so I mean maybe he's saying no in the comments, but I can give you his address. I sent him something before.
Yeah, I'll take that thought. I'm all about the surfers too. I'm a big Point Break fan.
Hey, there you go. James says blind date at the Big A, Marsha and Hammer.
That would be great.
You could lay his hammer down.
Hey, is James single?
I think he is, actually. How about that, James?
Hey, James, I hate to put you there at second, but in case I need a backup, you know what I'm talking about? Trying to get pregnant here, boys. Trying to get pregnant. I've also been. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Willie Mack says, "What's Marsha's vertical?"
Wouldn't you like to know, pal? Hey, also, I've been looking around on other podcasts as well, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind being part of a Frisch sandwich.
Boy, you just have it in for us Angels broadcasters, don't you?
Yeah, there's something about you guys in red, By the way, it's that time of the month. I heard tonight.
Oh, come on!
No. I heard tonight it's Roger Lodge saying, "Get your red on," and I beat you to it, Roger. Beat you to it, pal.
Disgusting.
Got my Angel red on right now.
I don't know why I'm asking this question, but do you use a paper towel to stop the an actual paper towel roll to stop the flow, or do you have something else do you have small beavers build a dam to
no.
hold things in?
What I do is I buy those $3.89 pillows they sell at Walmart. They have them in those big baskets. And I'll buy like 3 or 4 of those during that time, and I just stock them up and just stuff them on in there. They do the trick.
The quilted picker upper bounty.
Oh yeah, very comfortable.
I don't know where to go from there. It was going. We were focused, and Big 20 kind of like he always like takes us to the side for a little bit, and then we get back on track. But your call, I don't know where to go from here. I mean, you're hitting on all of us Angels podcasters, the Frisch brothers, and then you're asking about James, and then you wanted Big 20's 20.
Yeah, and I was also veering my gaze over towards Fernando, the Lone Star Halo. Maybe I'll show him my Brown Star.
Oh, God.
He doesn't mind. It's up to him. There's no ring on the finger, so anything goes, right?
That is one sexy laugh right there. I gotta admit.
Thank you. My last boyfriend said it was a cute laugh. He's dead now.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. You might incriminate yourself.
No, they found him hanging in his jail cell. I don't know what to deal with. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's hey, Big 20, I surf too. Well, actually it's more like boogie boarding. So you may see me out there in my two-piece. And I got that really nice line of hair going down my belly button. So if you're interested, you head my way, pal. Teach you a few things.
You know, I really want to emphasize that this is an Angels podcast and we're talking baseball.
Oh, yeah. I know it's not a dating podcast. I get it. Hey, go Angels! I'm a big Angels fan. Hey, Zach Neto doing the milking celebration. Actually, what it is, it's a reenactment of me sitting in between two guys.
Oh, okay. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, Marshall.
Good night, everyone. It was nice talking. Hey, family 4-pack.
No family 4-pack for that. That's disgusting. See, you can't get this hard-hitting commentary on Locked On. You just can't. I mean, it's only here in Halos in the Infield. Big 20 locking the doors as we speak, Willie says. T-Shade says Marsha is going to streaking. Cue the dude that looks like a Lady Aerosmith song. Yes. Boogie Nights with Marsha and Hammer. Oh. Daniel's like, what did I just get myself into on this one? He's like, happy Wednesday, everybody. We swept. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. I just don't. He sounded like You Can Do It guy from Longest Yard. Big 20 is now freaking out more than I freak out about spiders. Let me see if I can get right back on to some scores here, because Hammer and Marsha sitting in a tree, KISSING. Now it's more than that, Grill Master. You cleaned that one up pretty good, but I think some other baseball was played today. I'm still trying to cleanse my brain of this right now. Red Sox defeated the Braves 9-0. Braves continue to slide, only one hit. Astros lose again, this time to the Cardinals 4-2. Reds over the Rockies 12-7. Giants over the Diamondbacks 9-3. Phillies over the Brewers 2-0. They just keep on rolling. Nationals lose to the Mets 9-1. The Pirates defeat the Los Angeles Raiders 10-6. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, first time in a very long time.
Big game, James.
Man, what is this show? Man, there's a lot of talent around there, and a lot of different people that call in. It's amazing. The different, genres of people that we reach, or that you reach, I guess. It's amazing, how far the show has come.
Or sank,
yeah, that's
either
all
way.
You, Hammer, dude. That's all you, man. Oh, boy. Hey, I am shocked as hell that the Angels swept the Padres. The Padres, though, I've been watching them, all year long down here. It just feels like they do this. They have lapses against lower, ranked teams. They play big against the big teams. In a way, they're kind of like the Angels, but with more star talent. But now they're becoming injury prone, just like the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they don't have Bogarts. They traded Juan Soto. They just put Darvish and Musgrove on the 15-day IL Saturday. That's why the young kid came up on Mazur on Tuesday. So it was really, I guess. But then you could say, well, this isn't the real version of the Padres. But nevertheless, I was feeling, really, really down after that Sunday and after the sweep by the Mariners. And, Reed Detmers, I was looking at his numbers. They weren't too bad. But, as the guys were talking, I think on, what was it, yesterday or the day before on the podcast, the Lone Star one with Rob and, of course, Fernando, they were mentioning about Detmers and how, a few years ago after the no-hitter, he did pretty bad, but he came back to finish the season well. Do you think that's happening again with Reed Detmers, where they're just going to let him, pitch down in Salt Lake City for maybe like 3 or 4 weeks and then have him come back and he'll be new and improved? Do you think this method will work again? What do you think about Detmers? Because his numbers, it's not too bad, but maybe they expect more out of him.
Yeah, I think what they're going to have to do right now is, what they've taken a hard line stance on a few other players that they've sent him down, like Ben Joyce. Ron Washington wasn't, blown away by his stuff, and look what happened. He spent 2 months down there. He's redefined his game. He looks a lot better. There's always that opportunity where Reed's, like he cried. He literally cried when he was sent down, when he was given the news, they said. So, maybe it's a wake-up call to take every pitch seriously. And I wish more guys had options that we didn't blow over the last few years, and we could do that and kind of teach guys a lesson that it's a privilege to be up here. And if you're it's one thing to just have off a night here and there, but to be routinely, like tipping your pitches like Suarez, but you can't send him down because you jerked with him too much. Yeah, I mean, there's guys like that I wish could still go down. I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping that they're right. You're right. Detmers comes back and can show what he's showed in April, and get that dog back in him, because he didn't have it in May.
He was 3-0 in April, and then, it's been losses ever since, 3-6 record. I was looking up his numbers for James Squared. I'm hoping we get an episode 3 tonight. I'm hoping Me Luke comes through. If not, we'll see. But I was flabbergasted by that move. That's why he had the emotion he did. But I think everybody has high hopes with him, but not everybody else in the rotation, because, Silseth is not proven. Tyler Anderson's bound to get traded in the next 2 months. You kind of given up already on Canning and Sandoval for the long run. And then Soriano, he keeps being a dog. And it's just everything he worked in spring training for, this is what he's been doing. And maybe the record doesn't show it, the win-loss record, but he's becoming my favorite Angel starter. I'm just happy, too, that they wore the City Connects tonight. I was hoping they would wear it against San Diego. But, hey, great show as always. Great people calling in and commenting in. And, again, thank you for Boo Boo to, donate like that. That was amazing last night.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Shout out Mezzos and Noble and 714 Tickets. I'm bound to go sometime soon. I don't know when, but hopefully get to see you and everyone else out there one day. Go Halos, and the impossible has definitely happened, but not Hammer, getting laid yet. That has not.
That's the real impossible right there.
That happens. Yeah. We need a Jumanji board for that or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
All right, man. Y'all take care. See y'all.
All right, James. That is one half of James Squared checking in with the win tonight. He's just as shocked as the Padres are definitely a team that is Jekyll and Hyde, just like us. And now like he said, they're having injury problems. So, and one thing he brought up, and I think Robert did, or someone else on the pod too, was saying that was going to be their breakout pitcher was Silseth. And if it's not the Angels organization dicking with the players, bringing them up, or changing their roles off season to mid season, even a guy like Silseth had an opportunity to really prove himself and establish himself when was given the keys to the car for a number 4 or 5 starter this year. And unfortunately, he had the inflammation, and who's to say how he's going to come back? And it's just another kick in the balls because we could have been seeing the best out of Silseth. Maybe he would be turning into a pitcher like Tyler Anderson, or maybe just a consistent, everyday, reliable pitcher. So again, even when they get the opportunity, sometimes it's not actually someone holding them back. It's their body or a freak accident like last year when he was dealing and he gets hit in the head. So, I mean, there's just stuff like that just continues to torture us as fans and the players on the field. Willie Mack says Andrew wants to be a starter in AAA, or is a starter in AAA, and he is another potential arm that will probably come up. And you'll see guys like him, Silseth and Wentz, and maybe a couple other guys who will get starts like Kenny Rosenberg late in the season. That could be your rotation. Let's just say Detmers gets shut down, and the only starters that you would have probably would be Soriano and Sandoval from this rotation. And that's barring if they were able to trade Canning and then also Anderson. And then you'd be left with that hole right there. So you'd need 3 pitchers. So you would see your Kenny Rosenbergs, you would see your Andrew Wances, and you'd see your Silseth finish out the season. And then you could evaluate them and see how they're going to progress for next season. So we'll definitely see how that goes. The Angels have a lot of decisions to be made in the offseason as well. And I just am just wondering if this team is going to make the whole transition into spending money again next season, or are we going to go on the cheap again? Because I don't know how you guys and gals take it out there, but in the off season, when we're rumored in everything and we always get our hopes up like, hey, they're rumored in that one big deal with Corbin Burns. And then we're never talked about once he signs a contract. Like, it's always like Ken Rosenthal and all these big name guys are like, hey, the Angels talked to Corbin Burns. And then it's like, hey, the Angels have a scheduled meeting with Corbin Burns. And then, hey, the Angels are very intrigued. Those MLB rumors. I follow that site a lot, but it's sort of like, man, it gets, I don't know. It gets real old because then when Corbin Burns signs wherever he's going to sign, they're going to ask him. One of the media members always does too. Hey, what were the teams that were close in on the on negotiations with you? And then he'll name like 2 or 3 teams, and then the smart ass will be like, were the Angels ever a big player? No. That's what's been happening the last 5 years. And that's why I can't stand when it comes to the offseason. Like this year I tuned everything out. I just tuned everything out. And I'm like, okay, if we sign somebody, I'll be on there with breaking news and trying to, get the players updated information and how he was and trying to give my take about how he'll be an Angel and how good he'll be, how bad he'll be, whatever. Right. But I'm not going to go through like some of these other podcasts and scout all these potential players when we never are really in on all those potential players. To me, that's just self-torture. I can't do that, dude. I just can't. Sorry. I had to go on that little rant. But anyway, I think we'll cut it short here. I got on a little late. I had a few things come up right there. But thank you guys for being a good out. The Angels get a sweep, and we're going to play Stukas on the way out. Good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night. We will see you back here on Friday, hopefully with another Angels win against them hated Astros. Let's go, Angels. We got the sweep, baby. And to quote Big 20, oh, yeah.